the art of creation and actually giving yourself the time and gift of using your creativity results in a sense of freedom and joy unlike anything else. It's something children do every day, but as adults, we sometimes forget. So here to revive our imagination, we welcome artist, photographer, and videographer of art and healing, Zebrina Lee. Zebrina, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so happy to be here.
Me too, because you brought all the good stuff. I love seeing our table. Even just, I'm guessing, is that a color wheel on the table?
Yes.
It adds a bit of happiness.
Yeah.
Why do you think that creativity is so important, especially as we become adults? I feel like we lose it.
Absolutely. I feel like one of those things when we're children, we know that we can just enter into creativity mode and just have fun with it. There's not really that process of thinking it has to be perfect or it has to look a specific way. We just have fun. And at some point as we become adults, we sometimes lose that because maybe we think that it has to be perfect or there's a grade associated with it. And I think there's a beautiful process as you get older that as you reconnect with creativity, it allows you to connect to your voice again and connect to your inner child in many ways and just remind yourself that it's okay to just play and have fun and it not have to have a specific result or be perfect. And so I think with creativity, it just can be really good at reducing stress and like calming your nervous system. So there's a lot of benefits for us as adults, just as it was for children.
Oh, I want all those. I want all of those results. Let's get started. What did you bring with us today?
Yeah, so I have a beautiful flower bouquet that we're going to be painting today. The flower wheel that you see on the table is just a way to be able to kind of see how different colors mend together. And then we have some watercolor paints here. So essentially the way it works is I got us some fun paint brushes that you will just activate the watercolor by entering the brush into the water. And then just picking the different pigments that feel aligned for you. We can use the flower bouquet as a way of having that as our visual inspiration. But if you want to play around with different colors, you're welcome to do that too. Again, it's not one of those things, we're not being graded, just have fun with it and let's see what happens.
You can judge mine at the end because I can already tell you it's been a long time since I've done something like this. Yeah. Okay, so while we're painting, tell us a little bit about your journey and how art helped you heal and get to where you are now that you're sharing it with so many other people.
Thank you, I appreciate that. So essentially for me, I was diagnosed with endometriosis back in 2019, and endometriosis is a inflammatory disease that happens within your womb but also can extend into the rest of your body. So essentially this think high pain levels, and so I was living with chronic pain for many years and finally got the diagnosis, got a surgery, and as I was recovering from that I started exploring watercolor painting as a way of being able to just reconnect with my own creative voice, help me process the emotions that come with doing that deep healing. And it's just one of those things where I just allowed myself to reconnect with creativity in a way that brought me joy. And it helped kind of put into words and put into the journey of what does it look like to be able to continue healing from the inside out. And that's what watercolor painting kind of helped me with doing as well, where it just helped me kind of be present and ground my energy as I was going through this healing process.
Are you noticing that more and more people are adapting this as a way of therapy? I see classes all over. I know a lot of therapists use this for their clients, especially clients that never thought that they'd be painting, and it's working wonders.
Yeah, it's one of those things where as I've been hosting paint gatherings, I found that the ladies who come to the gatherings usually say that they haven't painted since they were in elementary school. And it's one of those things where as they are getting back into the flow of being creative, you realize that they're allowing themselves to have the permission to just rest and slow down and build community with other ladies. And that was a really big inspiration for me for hosting paint gatherings, to allow ladies to essentially have a safe space to relax, have fun, and know that you can create art for the joy of it. You don't have to be an artist. And it's something that's within all of us, especially as ladies.
For sure, and that just, it makes you, I think, a little bit, like even just doing this and talking to you while we're painting, and I'm not painting as much as I probably should be. I'm focusing, but it just, I feel calmer. I feel so much more relaxed just having the conversation with you. And I can see why this would be a good leeway to open up and have those conversations that are sometimes harder to have when you're looking someone in the eye and you feel like the pressure is all on you to say the right thing or to be able to open up. This is kind of a good leeway into that.
Exactly. And I found that when usually we're in the paint gatherings, it allows ladies to feel safe to kind of talk about what they're going through. A lot of the ladies who have come to my paint gatherings have shared that they're going through career transitions or grief or motherhood, and we're all going through something in our life, and being able to just have a space where you feel, you know, not alone going through what you're going through, because we're all growing through a process.
Right.
And the more that we can build community with one another and understand that we're all learning and growing and we're healing on this human experience, I think it just allows you to feel like you're part of a community that's also learning and growing. And it's cool because I've had people come to my gatherings that are as young as like 13, 14 to in their 60s and 70s.
Wow.
And some of the ladies have shared that they haven't painted since they were in elementary school. So if you're in your 60s, 70s, that's decades worth of not allowing yourself to just be in this space of creativity.
Which is so sad, because it's something that is so valuable to not even the person doing it, but also the people that go and admire and see, because everybody sees something so different in art. Thank you so much for bringing this. I'm not even close to being finished, and I bet yours, I can't, there's no comparison, but I bet yours is beautiful. But we appreciate you being here. I'm going to finish this up for sure. I'm going to take this home and start doing some coloring.
Please do. Yes, and I got you this paintbrush just so you can be able to continue this process at home.
Oh, Zebrina, I was going to say I love the color, so thank you so much. You can find all this info on bloomtampabay.com. Let your inner artiste out. Bloom will be right back.